Okay, in this video we're going to do some more benchmarks on the ASUS ePad Transformer Prime. Now in my previous video I did 3 benchmarks on this device, and as I said in that video, it's very important to note that these benchmarking software programs are not necessarily optimized for Android 4.0 or the ASUS ePad Transformer Prime Tegra 3 processor in this device. But we're going to run these benchmarks anyway, just to see how they perform on this device. And if you want to see any more videos on this tablet, I have a whole host of videos on this device. Click on the link at the end of this video. Now right here I have a folder with the benchmark software in it, and the next one up is Quadrant Standard. I'm going to click on that. Now, as I said in my previous video, normally what I do is I do 3 benchmarks and then I give you an average score from those 3. But since these programs are not necessarily optimized for Android 4.0 or Ice Cream Sandwich, we're just going to do the benchmarks once. Now this one is actually a portrait app, so I'm just going to switch it this way. And basically it just gives me some information here. I'm going to hit OK. And what I want to do is I want to run the full benchmark. So I'm going to click up here where it says Run Full Benchmark, and it's running it right now. It's doing the CPU, now it's doing the memory, and so on. Now, as you can see, there's some graphics to this benchmark, and it's running through its paces right now. Okay, the benchmark is complete. It says benchmark result. Benchmark results and device information need to be sent to a web service to compute the final score. No personally identifiable information will be transmitted. I want to proceed with that, and here we go. Let's bring this a little closer in so you can see it. It says my score 2,423. So let's move on to the next benchmark here, and that one is Smartbench 2011. I'm going to run Smartbench, and it's calculating pi. And again, with this one you have some graphics on this, so it's going to run through its paces. And it's complete. So let's display the index scores. And here we go. On the productivity index, my score was 3,394. On the games index, the score was 2,493. And again, this is running Android 4.0, and it's the stock ROM. Let's go back and do another benchmark here, which is AnTuTu. And I'm going to click Test right here and Start Test down here. It's testing the CPU and memory right now. Now it's testing the 2D and 3D OpenGL here. And those are little androids on skateboards. And here we go with the knights slashing their swords, and it's testing the frames per second. Now it's testing the SD card write speed and the SD card read speed. Okay, and here are the scores. Let me bring this in a little closer so you can actually see it for yourself, but I will read them off. The RAM score was 1,901. The CPU integer score was 3,336. The CPU float point score was 2,529. The 2D graphics score was 295. The 3D graphics score was 1,185. The database I/O was 360. The SD card write speed was 10.7 megabytes per second, so that's a score of 107. The SD card read speed was 23.7 megabytes a second, and that is a score of 192. The CPU frequency is 1600 megahertz or 1.6 gigahertz, and the total score was 9,905. So that concludes my benchmark tests on the ASUS ePad Transformer Prime. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. And if you would like to see any more videos on this device, please check the link at the end of this video. So that pretty much does it for now. I'll see you guys next time.